Good morning, everyone. My name is Amanda Waldhart, and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wednesday. If you are watching me through YouTube and you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, please like it or comment. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. Today, well, first of all, for those of you who have never joined me on a Weekly Wednesday, I always pick a stamp set or bundle, and I usually make 2 projects out of it. Sometimes they're 3D projects, sometimes they're cards. Today, I have 3 cards, and we are going to be using the Sunny Splash stamp set. I love this stamp set. We're also going to be using the Hive 3D embossing folder. However, I have gone ahead and already used it for the sake of the video. We also have some scalloped rectangle dies and some of our layering circle dies. Then we have, for our bonus card, which I want to share with you, we have this card here. This is so cute, and I have this little bag here with a little heart, and I actually used that from the Happiest Hippo dies, which are celebration items. So they are free with a $50 order. Now this month is the last month to get your celebration items, so you don't want to miss out on that. This is the little tub, and I'm going to show you how we're going to turn it into that. So we're going to use the little tub, and we're going to use the little goggles. So I'm going to just set those aside, and I will show you how we're going to use them when we get to that card. All right, the other item that we are using is the really pretty designer series paper, and I love this designer series paper. This designer series paper is called Celebrate Everything. It is a 12 by 12 pack. Look at how big this is. There are 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Now this pack here has all kinds of different stuff in it for all different occasions. It is wonderful. This is $18 in your Hostess rewards. So what does that mean? That means in order to earn Hostess rewards, you have to have an order or a workshop / party of $150 or more. Once you reach $150, you start getting a certain percentage of free merchandise, which is called Hostess rewards. So at $150, you earn 10%, which would be $15 in free money. Now you can always get this in your host rewards and just pay the extra $3 difference, or you can bump up your order and get it completely free. All right, so we're using the stripe today and the little like plaid, and we're also using the background piece here with the kind of like fireworks. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to grab one here. So I have 3 of them here. Nope, I don't want to grab that one. We're going to do that one last. So I guess I'm not just grabbing one. All right, let's grab this one. So all of the card bases are 5.5 by 8.5 of basic black. And you can score it at 4 1/4, or you can just fold it in half here like this, or you can do both. Use your bone folder to varnish in that crease, okay? Now I have, let's pull out the right card. We're going to do this card. So I have a couple different pieces here. I have 2 pieces that measure the exact same. One is going to be the first layer of the front of the card, and one is going to be the inside piece. These measure at 4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead and let's put that in. Now, in the link below, there is a free printable project sheet. You can click right on that to print that out. My project sheets will have pictures of these cards. It'll have the supply list and the measurements. Okay, so we're just going to lay that flat. Now, the next piece, our second layer, is Bermuda Bay. And this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And I have already ran it through the 3D Hive embossing folder for the sake of the video. And we're also going to just place that flat, okay? Now I have this little piece right here, and you're probably like, well, where does that go? Because I don't see it on the front of the card. This actually was a scrap after I was cutting these pieces and these pieces. And I thought, well, this is just perfect. So what I did is I'm actually going to, I trimmed it down. It was a little bit longer. So I just trimmed a little off so that it can go on the inside of the card here. And it just gives your inside just a little something. I know that there are plenty of you out there that love to use every little bit of your scraps. And then there's some of you that would look at this piece and just throw it away. I get that. I just thought this was kind of cute when you opened it up on the inside just to have the little stripe in there. All right. So we're just going to place that in there. All right. So these pieces will be next. These are our designer series pieces. And these are measured at 2 by 3. So we're just going to go ahead and flip them over and put some adhesive on them. And I'm literally going to just angle this one up at the top. And I'm going to angle this one down at the bottom. This way it kind of looks like it's a mouth and it's opening up. I know that seemed kind of weird, but that's how I have it. I have some circles and some scallop circles from my layering circle dies. I'm just placing this white flat onto the black. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop up the scalloped black circle. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And I'm just going to kind of place that off over to the side. Okay. Now we're going to do some stamping because we need to stamp the saying here. And then we also need to stamp the swimsuits. Now here's what I did for the swimsuits. I have in all 3 cards, I have 2 of black swimsuits of this design. I have a Bermuda Bay, and I have a striped. So what I'm going to do is on a piece of white scrap paper, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp all of the swimsuits. Unfortunately, there is no, there we go. There is no die for this stamp set. So we will be fussy cutting out. However, for the sake of the video, I have actually already fussy cut them out. Oops, look what I did. Okay. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking. Let's do that. There we go. There's our little saying right there. So for the sake of the video, I am still going to show you how to do this stamping, which most of you know, but I do want to show you something. When I stamp sometimes and I want an image to be very dark, like it's a solid swimsuit here and I want this image to be dark. Sometimes if I take my stamp and I do this, it doesn't get that dark. But if I take my actual ink pad and I apply pressure on it like that, see how dark that is? That's how I like it. But I do want to show you a little trick. So I'm not going to press really hard. See how right here, you can tell already that it's not very dark right there. So I'm going to do something. See how that didn't turn out like that? That's okay. This is the trick I want to share with you. When you're using your Memento or your Memento ink pad for solid images like this, I use then my blend marker, which is an alcohol base. So you definitely want to use it with the Memento. But I go right over this just like this. You can fix it. You don't have to keep stamping because it's a blend marker. It'll blend right in and you will not see any lines. And it'll look just like you stamped it. So we're just going to do that. And that's up to you. I mean, if you want to restamp it, of course you can. But that's all it is. It's just an easy, quick tip to make it look just as dark. Okay. So now I am going to take my scissors and I'm going to show you how how easy it is to fussy cut these little swimsuits. I always start with the bottom of the swimsuit because I get the natural curve of the bottom of the swimsuit. If you keep your scissors to the paper and you just turn the paper, it really isn't that bad to cut these swimsuits out. You're just turning the paper just like that, okay? Now watch this. Magic. There we go. That's my magic trick for today. All right, so here's the swimsuits that I have already fussy cut out. I didn't think that you guys needed to watch me fussy cut out 5 swimsuits, but you never know. All right, so let's go back to this card. And we are going to put dimensional at the top of this circle, but not at the bottom because it's going to overlap on this, which is the circle, which is already popped up. So I'm going to use just my regular Stampin' Seal on the bottom and then a dimensional on the top. And I'm just going to overlap it like that. Okay. Now we need this swimsuit and this swimsuit. So we're going to get some dimensionals for those. And I like dimensionals, so I use 2 of them. And then we're just going to angle this one like that, angle this one like that. And now we're going to use our matte black dots. And I'm going to take the small ones and I'm literally just going to put them on. I don't want white buttons or on the swimsuit. I want black. So I'm literally just taking them over and doing that with this swimsuit. And there you have it. There's our first card. Okay, super cute. This card could be anything. It is so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do this one next because I have that in line next to do. So again, we have our card base, 5.5 by 8.5. You can score that at 4 1/4. Still use your bone folder to varnish in that crease. And our inside piece is still basic white, and that measures at 4 by 5 1/4. So we're still going to place that on the inside flat. Now, our first layer of this is not the crushed curry like it was the last card. It's actually Bermuda Bay, but it's the same measurement as the white inside. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then the designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. But before I adhere it, I am going to stamp up here. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times when you stamp, you get 2 chances, right? You can stamp, and if it doesn't look well, you can flip it over. Well, we're not going to use that. So I need to make sure this goes well. So I'm going to get out my Memento and pray that it does. Otherwise, I will be getting a new piece of paper. All right. Yay. So there's that. I think the trick is not to rock it. Sometimes we get stamping and we go like this and then we kind of rock it or we get shaky, but it's down and up, down and up. That always seems to help me sometimes when I know that I have to be really good at stamping it. But then, you know, we get going and we get talking at class and we're having a good time. And next thing you know, you're rocking it. You don't even know it. All right. So I'm going to put this little piece of white here. And then I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop this up. And this scallop rectangle is the 3rd one from the largest. And again, the measurements will be on the project sheet, but this white is 1 3/4 by 3. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to angle that on the card like that. And then I'm going to get out some more dimensionals here. And we're going to do that. I can't believe that summer is almost over. I know that some, my kids go back to school on Thursday, September 1st. They go Thursday and Friday, and then that weekend is Labor Day weekend. So it's kind of nice. They go for 2 days, kind of get a little feel of it. Then they have the weekend off with an extended day. And then, you know, they go back for 4 days and kind of ease their way in, which I kind of like. But I know there's a lot of kids that have already started this week. So I know, I think my kids honestly are looking forward to going back to school. I think they miss their friends and they're just looking forward to going back to school. All right, so there's that one. I just added some matte black dots on the card. I love these colors of these cards. They're so cute. All right, so let's do this fun, fabulous last one. Bonus card. All right, so again, same thing. Card base, 5.5 by 8.5. And I have 2 pieces of cardstock the same. The first layer and the inside, both at 4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's just get them in there right now. But this card is going to actually turn in a different direction than our first 2 cards. So we're going to put that in there like that. And then I'm going to place this like this. Now we have our designer series paper, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And we're going to place that flat. So we're going to do that right like that. Now this piece here is the second largest scalloped rectangle from the scallop contour dies, and I cut it out and then I ran it through the 3D Hive embossing folder. I'm going to use dimensionals to pop this up, and I'm just going to place that flat like that. Okay, now this piece here we're going to stamp on, but this measures at 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. We're going to stamp Hello Sunshine. So let's get out our Memento ink again. And I want to make sure. And we're just going to do that up in the top left corner. Okay, now we're going to place this flat, because we're going to pop up the suit in the bag. So this is going to be placed flat in the center here. So cute. All right, I bet you. So this is what we're going to do with this cute little thing. I'm going to actually grab mini dimensionals. So I took my designer series paper and I cut out that little tub, this little tub here. And I'm literally just going to snip off the sides, just like this. We're just going to snip off the sides. Okay. Now I have a cute little bag, but I need handles. So I used this and literally made a handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over on the back, and I'm going to just put some snail, and I'm going to literally attach it to the back there to the point where all you see is the top part. This little nose piece is hidden. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this up. So I want dimensionals. And I'm going to just kind of angle that off to the side like that. Let's get dimensionals on our swimsuit. You know, this swimsuit goes with these hippo dies so well, because, I mean, there's snorkeling stuff. There's the other thing that I thought of, but I did not do. If you were to cut this out in black, okay, and you were to keep the inside, actually, wait, no. There's one, you can make it look like black sunglasses. Hold on, I think that's it. Nope, it's this one. Okay, so see this piece here? These are just black frame glasses because the centers come out. But if you save the centers, you could have had them like draping off to the side and just glued the centers in, and it would have looked like black sunglasses. See? I think these dies are super cute, and they go super cute with this swimsuit, Sunny Splash. It's just very cute. All right, there's my little creativity tidbit, and let's push that to the side. Okay, so now I have this little heart that I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the back, And I'm just going to kind of angle that like that. And then I'm going to get out my matte black dots. I'm going to do a big one and then a little one next to it. I always like that look with a bigger one and a little one together. And then I'm just going to randomly put one up there like that. All right, that's it. That's it, folks. All right, so here are your 3 fabulous cards using fun colors. I love these colors. Using the Sunny Splash stamp set. And of course the dies from the Hippo dies. Now, a little rumor has it that the Hippo dies are almost sold out. I have not seen that they're sold out yet, but they are, I heard a little rumor that they are getting low. So if that is something that's on your wish list, I would highly recommend you get it. You can have it free with a $50 order. You just need to make sure that your subtotal is $50 because shipping and tax does not count. You can head on over to amandasinspirationstation.com and that is where you can purchase it. If you have any questions, please let me know and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. All right, I will see you all next week. Actually, yes. So I will be here next week for Weekly Wednesday. The video is pre-recorded on Tuesday. I actually leave Wednesday for New Orleans for Stampin' Up's Backstage Leadership event, and I'm super excited. I'm really excited because I haven't gone to the Leadership Live yet, and you know, for the last 3 years it's been COVID. And they actually just started it in 2020. So, you know, unfortunately, COVID happened. And I've never been to New Orleans. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited to go with my friend Joni and my friend Tina and Peggy. And I'm excited to see all my Stampin' Up! Friends. And so I will be here for a Weekly Wednesday, but it will be pre-recorded. All right, you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.